Hi everyone, my name is Lily and this is a thrift haul. It's going to be a luxury thrift haul of everything I've thrifted for the past 2 years because I haven't made a video in 2 years. So I have a lot to show you. I never meant to quit YouTube, but I also never considered myself a YouTuber. So taking a break to explore other creative interests and give my energy to that instead is kind of where I've been at. I've had a lot of life changes and moved cities and kind of rebranded myself, if you will. And with that, I left a lot of my old favorite things to do on the back burner while I explored new things. So I'm kind of in a place where I want to revisit the things that used to bring me joy, and that being YouTube, modeling, fashion, everything under that umbrella. So with that being said, I have thrifted over the past 2 years, not as often as I used to, and my style has changed a lot, so I mostly wear all black now, but I have not all black clothes to show you because when you're thrifting, sometimes all you find is like the weirdest things. And if you guys have watched me for a while, I used to wear really groovy, funky clothes, but I kind of have minimalized and I wear pretty simple clothes these days. Regardless, my favorite thing has always been to find designer stuff. I just enjoy that the most. So I'm exclusively showing everything designer I've found over the past 2 years. I have found other stuff, but it's just not as fun to show. And the items I do have to show are so cool. So I want to start with probably one of the coolest things I've ever found, and that is a Chanel blazer. I've found Chanel at secondhand stores, but I've never found one truly at the thrift store. So to find it was really exciting. It's one of those items everyone thinks you find, but you never do. And I've been thrifting my whole life and I finally came across one. So that was really an achievement unlocked for me to find this at a thrift store. It fits me perfectly too, which is really cool because a lot of times things just don't fit when you find them at the thrift store. It's a classic tweed print too, so it is dark. It's not black, but I think it's very quintessential Chanel. It's very iconic, for lack of better words. It's just like the brand in and of itself, like this would be the item, or like a Chanel flap crossbody bag, but like the blazer is really, it's really it. So yeah, this is just a gorgeous, cool, timeless item to own. I'm really glad I found this. Moving on to another brand, I have a couple items from Burberry to show you, but sticking with blazers, I have this super dark navy with gold hardware. It's very, very oversized, but I mostly got it for a cool oversized look with jeans and a hoodie or whatever. I have worn it a couple times, but I think it might be just a little too oversized. I'm not sure. You guys can be the judge of that on the try on portion. But it is vintage Burberry and it was a cool find. The next two are coats, and they are also, just like the Chanel blazer, very quintessential of the brand. It is their classic trench coat with the Nova check lining. So I have two to show you. This one's navy blue and this one is a dark khaki. I actually have one already, a third one, which is really excessive, but they're all different colors. The first one that I have I showed on a haul probably 5 years ago now, and it's this really light tan and I love it and it's beautiful and it fits me perfectly, but because of that reason I rarely find myself wearing it because I want to keep it in good condition. But these two I've worn like countless times because I don't care as much about them. It's hard to explain, but when I thrift vintage pieces, a lot of them are very difficult to wear. I can't just like use them all the time because I want to save them, but then other items I'm like, you know what, like, you buy it to use it, why not? So these two have been that for me. This one I was particularly happy to find because it is a darker tan and because it has the interior, like, this is called, it has the extra interior and It's just really cozy and oversized, so I feel super protected and safe and just cozy in it. I like this one a lot, and it is in really great condition. All of the leather bits on it are still really great, and yeah, it's just a great trench coat. And I found this at an antique store for really, really low price. But love this one. I think this color is okay for me, even though it's not all black. I do like this color. Next is the navy blue. This one might be even larger than this one. It's really big, but it has a different interior, which is fun to switch it up. I find myself wearing this one all the time because it's so big. I feel like I can throw it on top of already very thick sweaters and coats. If I want to layer, it's a great layering piece. It's just a like truly an outerwear. This one I thrifted at a regular Goodwill like 2 years ago. Okay, I don't know if you guys being a little zoomed out is gonna help the lighting, but the next two items are 2 more coats, and I'm very happy about them because they are black. This first one was so exciting to find. It is a full black wool pea coat. It's by the brand Acne Studios, and it had the price in the pocket when I first brought it home, and it was $9.98. I haven't said the prices of anything else, but like, I'm sure if you guys are into fashion, you roughly know that a Burberry trench coat is about $2,000 and a Chanel blazer is $2,000. Like, these are really crazy expensive items that I found for so cheap, and that's why I love thrifting. And it's also just the thrill of the hunt and finding treasure. So this one I also love because it fits me perfectly, and it's like very rich and like nice and clean. I feel like so good in it. I will say, like, the other ones, even though they're oversized and I feel like safe and protected, like, I probably look a little silly in a giant coat, whereas this one I probably look a little more like put together because it fits me. But yeah, gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful coat. Love this. And it's my only thing from Acne Studios, and I love that brand. I wish I could find it more, but I just don't ever really come across it. This next one I've probably worn more than all the coats combined. It's this like crunchy shell of a coat. It's a raincoat, but also like not super repellent. It's just like a good outerwear piece again. It's good to throw on top of things. It's by the brand Zegna. It's just their like sport collection. I do have like 1 or 2 other Ermenegildo Zegna. I don't really know how to say that, but this is just a good one. It's like an off black gray jacket coat thing. I don't know. I really like it. It has a lot of leather little details on it. The zippers are leather. It's just like a very nice coat, and it has an interesting fun sound to it. That is all for coats. I'm gonna move on to tops and then pants. So moving on to tops, the first one is this gorgeous little Oscar de la Renta sport blouse. It's a black gingham pattern that's a little see-through, and then it has ruffles on the sleeves and ruffles on the collar here. It's just like really sweet and cute, and I really have very little blouses that are like button up like this, so I didn't want to pass it up. Oftentimes you will find, like the Zegna, you'll find a designer item, but it's like the sport edition or a lower end version of the designer, which I do come across often, and it's not as exciting as if you were to find like couture or like their brand, but it is still designer nonetheless and exciting. The next two are t-shirts. I go through phases with graphic tees. Sometimes I think it's a really cool outfit when I see someone wearing a graphic tee and jewelry and cool jeans or something, and then other times when I'm wearing it I just feel a little icky. But these are nice. When you're wearing a designer one, it can either go 1 or 2 ways. I feel like you either look really tacky with logos and such, or it looks like it's cute. This is, I feel, somewhere in between, mostly because it's white with black font. It's just like in your face lean, but I think it was $2, so I didn't want to not get it. I think I've worn it 1 time, it's cool. It's cool. I know Celine's like having a rebrand or revival. Everyone like loves Celine all of a sudden. So that's fun that I have that. I found this like 2 years ago though, before sunglasses became so big again. Anyways, next one is a Beaumont shirt. It is like very much King Kylie era, if you guys know what I mean, like Tumblr in that time period where this was cool, this font. But this is also really cheap, and I wore it once to a concert because it gives like concert energy. It's missing the tag up here, but there's another tag on the inside. There's a lot of ways to familiarize yourself with brands and understand if you're buying something real or fake. I come across so much fake stuff, and I don't buy anything fake. When I was younger, I kind of was tempted and I would pick up things here and there, but now I refuse to buy anything that's fake. Sorry, I live in a city. Okay, moving on to pants. What would be one of my hauls without Versace jeans? I have 2 pairs to show you. Technically these aren't thrifted. I mean, they are thrifted, they're secondhand, but I didn't find them myself at the thrift store. I found these on The RealReal and these on Poshmark. It's still thrifting of a sort, but everything else I showed I found myself in a store. This pair I just didn't want to pass up because they were incredibly cheap, but then when I got them I found out why they're missing the original hardware right here, which is like no big deal to a normal person, but like when you get it and you realize that's why and they didn't photograph it, it's a little annoying. But they fit like a glove. They're super tiny and super tight, so I have worn them I think once. They're just not that comfortable, and the black pair is almost exactly the same fit and cut. I have a couple different pairs if you guys have seen my hauls before, and like different hardware here kind of symbolizes what collection and what era it was from. These ones always tend to be like way smaller than the tag size says, but these ones were in really good condition. Just all black Versace jeans. The last pair is Margiela. I got these at a really cool streetwear designer consignment type store. My friend got them for me. They are Margiela jeans. They have like this raw seam going down the center and are very like faded and color distressed, and then the butt is like missing the pockets but has that same seam going down them. They're really cool and fun. I think Margiela has great jeans. I really love the ones with the slit on the side, and I want those next so bad. They're so cool. These are really fun. I haven't worn them yet, but I will find a cool outfit to wear them with. Last item I have to show is one of those items that you know you don't need but you can't leave without, and it was this pair of hot pink Prada ski pants. They're literally just hot pink ski pants with Prada emblems on them, as they so often. They were way too expensive and just kind of a ridiculous purchase, but I really liked them, and after going home and doing a little research, Kim Kardashian has them. They had a matching top originally. They didn't at the store that I got them from, but I don't know. I just didn't want to not get them. They're so fun. So that is my haul. Yeah, sorry I didn't make a video for 2 years, but I really appreciate everyone that reached out to me in that time through one social media form or another, or left a comment or asked how I was doing or told me that they missed my videos. That was really sweet of you guys. I have missed you guys. I don't know if I'm back per se or if I'm gonna keep making videos, but I really wanted to make this one and I feel so happy making it, so I think maybe I will be leaning more into this because it does spark joy. I miss talking about the clothes and thrifting with you guys. It was a really fun time in my life and I feel ready to revisit it. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope you guys are doing well and that the past 2 years have been good for you all too. And yeah, bye, love you.